I've seen a Paul Newman.
In my hands.
Not the one that looks like it. I've seen the Paul Newman on a full bracelet with the same dial, with the same signature, engraved signature at the back. That was crazy.
But today it has to be like over -10 for sure. Wow, I think the lake is frozen, right? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
So I was at Dubai Watch Week and they were there, like it was a museum-like tunnel, so you just look but don't touch. And it was on my wrist in Amsterdam at a specific time of the day, randomly and casually presented to the table.
Someone casually asked me, what's on your wrist? I said, it's an Apple Watch. It's not even a watch, don't worry about it. And I just had to ask him, right? So what do you have on your wrist? And he goes like, yeah, just this flimsy bracelet watch. It's Paul Newman Daytona. I was like, yo, show it off.
That's not something you just whisper casually, you know? Now to Paul Newman. When he put it, like the first thing that came to my mind, is this thing real? And the second thing was like, when I quickly realized that it is, I just couldn't believe it. It was in my hand, it was in my wrist, I tried it on. It's a small little gathering of watch enthusiasts basically checking out watches and just talking, right? So there's not even a plan or a point to purchase or not to purchase. It's just, you know, their presence.
This is their minute repeater from 1920 in platinum. Look at that.
It's essentially the same.
It's almost like that.
This is just a perpetual,
Yeah.
that's it. This is a sub-second hand. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a minute repeater.
Wow.
I see you're in Bali. My friend notified me you're in Bali. I have this watch from my uncle. Are you interested? And I said, what kind of watch is it? He said a Daydate. So I was like, okay, sure, let's meet up. And he pulled up.
And we've seen some crazy stuff, like we were talking about this yellow gold Daydate in size 36 with the dome sapphire. It had obviously the diamonds and everything is factory, but the logo of Rolex was actually printed on the sapphire as opposed to placed on the dial. And that's not something I've ever seen from Rolex before. Rolex definitely has these odd rare balls that they curve you.
This is crazy, man. This is the first time I see the Rolex
On the
logo
crystal.
printed. It's hard to see it, but like that you mentioned it now.
On the inside even.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. I can see the shadows of it on the.
Or smells like a light.
Wow.
Pretty spectacular.
That's crazy, man.
This is a testament to it, right? That this stuff actually happens. We've seen a collection of the perpetual ultra thin Audemars Piguets. We're talking 50 years old and up. The size is very interesting because they had a hybrid between a 36 and a 37, and that was the case size that's seen on these perpetuals, right? You can't find the size right now. It's either 35 with some brands like Vacheron, so it's 36 to 37. There's no in-betweener.
Crisis.
Yeah.
So it was an important model for them. Let me find the picture with the pops. This is like half the. Look, these are all the Kanchim. But this was this was halfway through my.
I have to attest to the level of knowledge that Jasper's puts out. Like if you've not met Jasper, I highly recommend you try to plan out a visit to Amsterdam Vintage Watches because he is just a glossary of watch definitions. I don't know how he has done it to accumulate so much knowledge in such a short period of time, but he's definitely the go-to person when it comes to that.
But this one is literally in new old stock condition, case back still on it, bought from the nephew of the first owner. As you can see how the clasp opens, case back is crazy. It doesn't even run because it was like stopping since 1983. It has been in the safe. So
Not that you can find another one, but what how much?
Oh yeah, that's
55k approximately. So it's not even that costly if you consider it's rare.
I hope this year treats you well, have fun, enjoy, and I got a ton of content coming your way, so look out. Peace.